everybody, and welcome to my monthly video where I take a look at what's new and notable that's going to be releasing in the world of light novels. I'm covering the month of December 2019 in this video. I've got the full list of everything that is releasing this month in the description down below. I do also have links to retailers if you want to pick some of those up. They are affiliate links, so a little bit of your purchase goes to help the channel, so I really appreciate you using them. Now, there are a bunch of light novels releasing in the month of December, but really there's only 3 brand new titles coming out. One of them is actually a movie adaptation, and there is a 4th, but it's a volume number 1 that's a spin-off series of an existing series, so even that's not really new. So December really seems to be, I think, the month where publishers are counting on people that are existing fans of already releasing series, filling their list of Christmas gifts and Christmas wishes with, well, the latest volume in their favorite series. But you know what? We're going to go over the few new things that are coming out, and there's also a couple of notable titles that I'd like to highlight as well. First up, on December 3rd, we've got a brand new series coming to us from Yen On, and that's volume number 1 of You Call That Service? A vampire romantic comedy? After a lifetime of hardship due to a curse placed on him by his grandfather, all Ryota wants is to be left alone. However, when he wanders into the mountains to find some peace and quiet, instead he finds a town taken over by vampires. To make matters worse, one of its residents, a haughty and rather eccentric girl, soon sets her sights on him with the goal of making him her servant. Now Ryota has a choice: escape back to his old life in Japan, or live out his days as the minion of Shirin Fuyukura in the quirky town of Akinomiya. An absurd new adventure from the author of I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 Years and Maxed Out My Level. So this one, I know it says You Call That Service, and I think a lot of us kind of wondered if that meant fan service, and I don't really know. I'm gonna say probably not exactly, but yes, this one, obviously it says right in the description, by the author of I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 Years and Maxed Out My Level. Yen actually went on quite a bit, like licensing a lot of that author's titles. So this one, it sounds cute, and actually I really enjoyed Killing Slimes. I don't know, this one sounds a little bit more quirky comedy side of things as opposed to the more slice of life, family warmth kind of thing that we get in Killing Slimes. So it'll be interesting to see just sort of how these two titles compare. On December 17th, there's 2 titles that I want to highlight on this, one of them being brand new and the other kind of new. It's again, it's funny how at least 2 of these they're volume 1s, but they're really spin-offs or continuations. First off, this one, volume number 1 of Banner of the Stars. So this is actually the sequel series to Crest of the Stars. It's coming to us via J-Novel Club. Now, Crest of the Stars was only 3 volumes. Banner of the Stars is 6, so it's actually a longer series, and it is, like I said, a sequel to Crest of the Stars. And as Crest of the Stars is getting, this one has already been announced that it is going to get print omnibus editions. So they're going to be collecting 3 volumes per omnibus. So Crest of the Stars has 1, and Banner of the Stars will have 2, obviously, if we follow grade 1 math. So just wanted to highlight that. Like I said, it is a ongoing continuation of the Stars type series, but for whatever reason, I guess the author decided to start it as Banner. I think it's because there's a time skip between Crest of the Stars and Banner of the Stars. I haven't read the series yet. I did watch the anime many years ago, but I don't really remember a lot about it, to be honest. So if you're a little bit familiar, you can let me know in the description down below. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's because there's a time skip, so the main characters are kind of at a different point in their life than they were during Crest of the Stars. Also on December 17th from Yen On, and this is a brand new book, but again, it is actually an adaptation of a movie that is airing in North America in January, and based on the trailers that I've seen, looks absolutely beautiful, which is not too surprising given that it's from the same person who did Your Name, and that of course is Weathering with You. Mikoto Shinkai, the author in question. Longing to escape his island home, a boy named Hodaka runs away during his first summer of high school to find a new life in Tokyo. As rain falls for days on end, and Hodaka struggles to adjust, he meets a girl named Hina who holds a mysterious power. With a single prayer, she can part the clouds and bring back the sun. But her power comes at a price, and as the weather spirals further and further out of control, they must choose what future they truly want for themselves. So this one will be interesting to see how it compares to Your Name. As I said, visually it looks absolutely stunning. I'm trying to arrange it so I can actually see this one in theaters come January when it releases. I'm pretty sure it's North America wide in January. I'm in Canada, but so I just saw the trailer. They have the Ghibli Festival here, so different Ghibli film every month, and I've been seeing the trailer playing on the Ghibli films, so definitely looking forward to checking this one out film-wise. That's what I did with Your Name. I didn't read the book, I just went and saw the movie, and chances are that's probably what I'll do with Weathering with You as well. On December 24th from Yen On, we've got a new Volume 1, but this is the one that's actually a spin-off series, so not a continuation like Banner, but this one a spin-off, and that is Konosuba, an explosion on this wonderful world. Gee, I wonder what character this could possibly focus on. My name is... 1 year before a certain useless goddess and neat extraordinaire hit the scene, Megumin, the greatest genius of the Crimson Magic Clan, is hard at work. Ever since a life-changing encounter in her youth, the young wizard has dedicated her every waking moment to the pursuit of the ultimate offensive magic, explosion. Well, every moment not spent hustling food from her self-proclaimed rival. And while the big sister's away, the little one will play. On a routine trip into the woods, Megumin's little sister, Komeko, finds a strange black kitten. Little does she know that this cat plays a key role in unsealing a dark god's tomb. So if you are a fan of Megumin and you want to know a little bit more about her backstory, and particularly perhaps you enjoyed Volume 5 of Konosuba, which had the gang visit her home village and the quirky Crimson Magic Clan, if you really were into this, then yeah, this is going to be a huge thing for you. I'm not sure if there's spoilers in this, like if you should read up to a certain point in Konosuba before you read this one. I've actually fallen behind on Konosuba, which is too bad because actually I really like that series. I'm going to have to get caught up at some point. But let me know in the description down below, do you need to have read at least up to a certain point in Konosuba so that you don't have anything spoiled if you read this spin-off? So that is my question to you who have read all the way through Konosuba and, you know, perhaps have checked this one out in fan translations or whatever in the past. So let me know in the descriptions down below. On December 28th, and this is a brand new series coming out from J-Novel Club, that's volume number 1 of The Holy Knight's Dark Road. The young Saint Forth has it made. As the famed Holy Knight, he enjoys the love of his people, the respect of his ruler, and the blessings of a literal goddess. Or, at least, he should enjoy them. But Sane's aspirations lie elsewhere. His assistant, Melia, by his side, he sets sail for the academy of a foreign kingdom, only to be treated as a deviant by his peers. It's his own fault, mind you. His stubborn insistence on wearing a custom all-black uniform makes him stick out like a sore thumb. But he isn't the only outcast at the academy. His classmate, Alicia, born into the clan of light, yet unable to use anything but fire magic, faces a similar struggle, and so the two quickly become allies. However, when she proposes they go searching for a holy sword hidden deep within the Academy's dungeon, he hesitates. Dungeons are dangerous, monster-ridden places after all. Eventually, he reconsiders, but on one condition. I want a doom sword, not a holy sword. Okay? A doom sword. And so, his friends in tow, Sane ventures forth into the perilous unknown, driven by his one true wish, to become the coolest, edgiest, and most awesome existence imaginable, the Dark Knight. There's just one problem. He can't use dark magic. Like, at all. This sounds like it's like a chuny fantasy. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so it's like a pure fantasy series, but like the main character, even though he's achieved like this incredible status, he's a friggin' chuny. He wants to like be dark and edgy. Oh my gosh, I hadn't read this before I did this on tape. Oh, you know what? If this plays things up for the laugh side of things, it'll be great. Well, maybe not great. I mean, who knows how it is, but it has to play that up comedy-wise. If it plays it too straight, it'll be a problem. But at the same time, I guess if it gets too zany, it might, yeah, that's going to be a fine balance between, you know, playing the straight side and then also having that, just realizing how absolutely ridiculous this sounds. Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely check this one out. At least the first volume, just to kind of see like where the balance of that whole comedy and everything else lies. Because, man, I don't know. Just, like, what drives a kid who's has such success in one path to decide that he's just got to be edgy, edgelord? Maybe he's been reading too many, like, too much Arifureta or something. Finally, on December 31st, and this one comes from us by Yen On, and this is a notable because it's actually the end of a series. Well, actually, funny enough, it's kind of like the second end of a series, and that is volume number 21 of Spice and Wolf. Now this one, so like I said, it's kind of the second end because back in the day, in 2011, Spice and Wolf ended at volume 17, and then the author came back 5 years later and started off this kind of like epilogue part of the series that's been called Springlog. And so volume 21 is the end of the series as far as we know, unless the author, you know, decides to do the same thing and pick up again. I think kind of that maybe Springlog, now I haven't read the whole series. This series very much a fantasy, but also driving like a lot of like economics, political intrigues. It features Lawrence, who is this traveling merchant trying to make his place in the world, and this wise wolf god Holo, who gets tired of hanging out in the village that she's been overseeing for years and decides to tag along with Lawrence on his adventures. And there is actually a sequel series to this already being released by Yenon called WorldEnd Parchment. And so I wonder if Springlog was kind of set up to give more context to WorldEnd Parchment, because that series, like I said, is ongoing too. So I don't know, like I said, I haven't read the whole book series. If you have, what do you think? Was Springlog more just like a big love letter to the fans, like a, you know, another extra like 4 volumes or whatever, just to let you spend more time with these characters, or was there kind of like more of a drive behind it to kind of set the stage for the sequel series? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. So like I said, not a whole lot that's new and notable in the month of December. A lot of focus on ongoing series. Like I said, if you take a look at the list in the description down below, you'll see like a whole whack ton of series that it's all like volumes 2 or 3 or 4 or up or whatever. A lot of ongoing series, not a lot new. There are a couple of new things that'll be coming out in January, actually a couple of new releases that I'm actually really looking forward to. So what new books are you looking forward to? Any of these titles that I've talked about? Or what ongoing series are you looking forward to picking up some new volumes in December? Let me know in the comments down below. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I look forward to seeing you in all of my future ones. Till then, bye-bye for now.